Welcome back, everybody, to the World Star Wrestling Webcast. I mean, all right, it's been great working here the past 2 months. I mean, it's so great. What's wrong,
Well,
Tommy?
first off, you know what? I don't got no Tourette's or nothing, but let me tell you something. The past 2 months, it's been wonderful for you.
It's been very wonderful for me.
Let me guess, you're probably wanting to get an award by the Christmas coming up.
I mean, that would be great.
You know what? That is stupid. You know, I'm the guy that puts the years in. I have more years than you and more months put together. And look at me. Oh, I was told that I should get a hosting position. And look at you. You're a colleague. You're the #1 colleague now.
Well, I mean, what can I say? I have a fan base now.
You have a fan base?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? This is nothing. Don't make me blow the candle out on this episode, Mr. Valentino. You know, that's what, I can't believe it. You know, you were saying about all this stuff, and now you got a fan base, and, you know, to be a broadcast journalist like myself, over here, you got to be in the club, you got to look good, you got to sound good, and, you know, hey, just because you got a haircut, you copy me, #1, that was #1 right there, you copied Tommy Midnight, and now you're telling yourself you're in a, you know, you're in a fan club, and, you know, what's next?
You know what? I know what this is all about.
What's it all about?
You're jealous because I got a present.
No, I ain't jealous because you got a present from a secret admirer.
What else could this be about?
You know what? Don't get me started. You know, I have a nice drink here. You know, we're trying to broadcast World Star Wrestling on the web here, and you're trying to say I'm jealous about this gift.
That's funny. Well, I got an idea. Well, why don't you talk about our commercial that we just had, Completely Damaged?
Well, you know what? To get me on a better mood, I will. You know what? Let me tell you something about these people. Completely Damaged. They're based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And let me tell you, they interview everybody. Like, everybody across. Now, I understand just because you got a fan base now, you're probably going to wanting to get interviewed from them.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, it's not going to happen. They already interviewed me, so I'm sorry, but... But anyway, folks, yeah, it was great. We have great commercials, and, you know, we're always looking for sponsors for World Star Wrestling. And, hey, drop us a line if you want to put a commercial on the internet. Like I said, we get thousands of hits every day on the website. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
And it's not because of you, it's because of me.
That's a matter of opinion. Well, you know what it's time for?
What's it time?
It is time for my surprise.
What surprise? You've been telling me this all night. You've been telling each and every one of these fans here that you have a surprise. What is it? Is it in the bag?
No. The bag has nothing to do with this. This was a gift from a secret admirer.
Oh, really?
Are we patched through? What? Hello, Mr. Glitter, are you there?
Wait.
Yes, hello?
Wait,
am I there? Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mr. Glitter. How are you doing?
You could hear us right now?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm doing a great time here. I want to say hello to all the Pennsylvania fans. And besides, I want to say hello to Tommy Midnight and to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
I watched the little webcast there, the last guys that you had there, and I'll tell you what, you are doing a superb, fantastic job.
Well, thank you very much. Well, if you don't mind, I have a few questions to ask you.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what, this should be a fun time, but you got to bear with me because I just got done watching the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the butt out of the Miami Heat, and I'm also making some homemade pizza inside my oven right now.
Nice. What kind of pizza is that?
I'm sorry?
And what kind of pizza is that?
It's a homemade pizza. It's, you know what, back in the Hazleton area, you know, you have Snaps Bakery.
Yeah.
And every time I go home and I try to get whatever I can, I bring back some shells and I make up my own secret sauce, the glitter sauce.
That's genius.
I munja whatever I can.
Oh, that's great.
He probably brings it back and just says it's his. To be honest with you.
Well, excuse me. Well, we got some questions for you, if you don't mind, Mr. Glitter. I know you had surgery recently. I would like to know how you're doing.
Well, I'm glad you said that. You know, me being the person that I am, an extraordinaire, you know, a lot of times, you know, if you don't take your vitamins and you don't say your prayers, your bones get brittle, and yes, little accidents happen, but I always had a problem with my knee, and everybody knew about that, and I guess I'm laid up for 6 to 9 weeks here.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Better, and I can't wait to get the cast off and get back into the ring and into professional wrestling that I know very well and I know best. And I want to thank you so much for your
All right, yeah, anytime, Mr. Glitter.
Everybody for all the emails that I've been getting, and I really, really appreciate them, and they'll always will be close to my heart.
All right, all right. Well, my next question for you is, I know you're in Ohio right now, and I just want to know how things are out there. How's everything out there?
Well, I'm close to Dayton, Ohio. I'll tell you what, yesterday was like 62, 63 degrees. Right now, it's 28, 29, and we have about 2 inches of snow. And what's best to watch near the local basketball and eat up some homemade pizza. And last night was the Super Bowl, I guess, the rankings. I saw the Saints going against, the Minnesota Vikings, and if you ask me, I guess I could say this because we're on the web. I think the Vikings got a screw job, but hey, who am I? I wasn't a football fan to begin with, and I just can't wait until next week to see the Lou live at the Super Bowl.
That is very funny. Well, it's an honor to be talking to you right now, and I know you were one of the original hosts of the World Star Wrestling Webcast.
Here we go. Here we go.
Excuse me, I'm talking. Alongside with Adam Scuba, and that you started back in the 80s. And I know that you went actually on air on TV in the 90s, and I wanted to know a little bit about that.
Well, it's funny that you should say that. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, myself along with Bill and Dean, we always had the concept of talk shoot. We wanted to bring action. We wanted to bring wrestling indie action to local television. And it just seemed like at that time everybody was watching Extreme Championship Wrestling, and they really didn't care too much about what was going on in the indie scene today. So then what had happened was Adam Scuba came on board, and he was a very, very great journalist. And it just seemed like, we clicked. It was like the Ozzy and Harriet. It was like the Laurel and Hardy. It just seemed like we had a great time doing whatever we needed to do. That brought the message out on the television. We were broadcasting live from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, or if you were there, you would say Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We were told about the pronunciation very, very much, and we had a great time. But who knew that right down the street was going to be 9/11, and if you were not a broadcast journalist, really nobody wanted to pay attention to sports entertainment.
Yeah, I completely
understand. They wanted to see what was going on in New York City, and we didn't blame them. So we felt that, hey, let's pull the plug on this because the nation, the United States, was at war. We didn't know what was going to go on tomorrow. We knew what happened today, and that's when we pulled the plug on the project. But we did have about 13, 18, 19 weeks that was broadcasted every Wednesday from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And I would most likely think and hope that the board of directors of World Star Wrestling would eventually put them on YouTube or on the webcast and show everybody what it was like back in the early 90s, 92, and it was a fun time, and hey, we were making memories, but we didn't know that it was happening until now.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very sad state of affairs, and if it wasn't for you, I would have never wanted to be a journalist here for the World Star Wrestling. So, I mean, if you don't mind, us getting back to the World Star Wrestling, I would like to know what you see in the future for World Star Wrestling.
Well, hey, let's say it this way. A lot of project managers out there in the business area, they always have their book. They always foresee what's the right, what's the wrong, the who, what, when, where, and why. Whoever thought that World Star Wrestling would have been around 15, 16, 17 years